The Lucasfilm Studio Showcase panel on Friday gave us a bunch of brand new information and footage, so here I'll be continuing my coverage of Star Wars Celebration with the footage shown as Skeleton Crew. I'll be covering everything we learned from Star Wars Celebration this weekend, both with individual videos and an overall summary of everything later next week, so stay tuned for all of that. The footage was shown exclusively to those in attendance, but I was able to find at least part of it online, so once again I'll be going through that and then any other details that we learned from the panel. The show looks to be a more secluded story, so the footage isn't packed full of familiar characters or Easter eggs like the Ahsoka trailer, but it does follow a group of kids who want to make their life more exciting. And I am getting similar vibes to Stranger Things, where the children get wrapped up in something much bigger than themselves. They are somehow taken off their home planet, and then are stuck on their own to survive and find their way home, until I assume Jude Law's character comes into the picture. From what I can tell from the poor quality videos, the settings all look new and interesting, so it'll be fun to get to explore some new locations. I also don't recognize any of the cast members, so this series will introduce me to a bunch of new actors as well. Vane, the pirate seen in The Mandalorian Season 3, does make a short appearance, which I suspected could happen after the way that episode went. That's basically all I could get from the footage itself, but then we go and scour Twitter for more information. Star Wars Direct released their own description of the footage shown. The footage heavily focused on introducing the characters, most notably Jude Law's surprising protagonist from the galaxy far, far away. The footage begins with a kid riding a speeder bike through a forest and a scene of some kids inside a school. The teaser then revealed that these kids live on a planet that is a suburban-type town. Then, the young group of adventurers is seen piloting a ship, seemingly running away from home. The parents of one of them are seen being concerned. Vane, who is the spiky-faced Nikto pirate who abandoned Gorian Shard and his fleet from The Mandalorian Season 3, is confirmed to appear in the upcoming Disney Plus series, and it looks like he is one of the villains. The footage ultimately revealed that Jude Law's character is a Jedi, with him using the Force to push some keys to the kids who are stuck in prison. The last shot of the teaser shows Law's Jedi character walking down from a ship, wearing a shirt familiar to Lando's blue garb from The Empire Strikes Back. The big news to come out of this is that Jude Law will be playing a Jedi, or at least a Force-sensitive. While it's always a possibility that he could be one that we know, I think it's more likely that he's a new one, and for some reason, I get the feeling that he may not be the most good-hearted Jedi. It might just be the vibes he gives off, or what we know about this series, but my bet is that he will have a darker side to him, and may not always be the most trustworthy person. Or we may end up seeing him team up with Ezra and Ahsoka to take on Thrawn, who knows. New members of the cast were also confirmed, including Ravi Kabot-Conyers, Ryan Kira Armstrong, Kirani Karatar, Robert Timothy Smith, and Kerry Condon. Kathleen Kennedy compared a Skeleton Crew to classic Amblin Tales. It's about kids, but not necessarily a kids' show. The series is currently in post-production, and the director lineup was revealed to include John Watts, David Lowery, The Daniels, Jake Shire, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Lee Isaac Chung. And the series is still on pace for a 2023 release date, probably somewhere near November, with Ahsoka taking over August and probably part of September. I think this has the potential to be a very good series, but because so little is known about it, and it doesn't look to connect too much to any other stories during that time, it is hard to get too excited about it just because we don't know much, especially since the majority of us fans didn't get to see the footage. Something interesting of note, though, that I've just thought of while going through all of this news, is that other than Star Wars Visions Volume 2 and Young Jedi Adventures, Star Wars is going to be largely dominated by live action for the next year or two, at least with what has been announced so far. The High Republic and Clone Wars Anniversary panels are on Saturday, and the Bad Batch and Visions Volume 2 panels are on Monday, so I get the feeling one of these panels will see a big announcement for the animated side of Star Wars, even if it is just Season 3 of the Bad Batch coming next year. Let me know how excited you are for this series in the comments below. Remember to like the video, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and check out all of my other coverage of Star Wars Celebration this weekend. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.